Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be working on this right hand side door. I'm going to get it as straight as it can be so that we can primer it and have it ready for the blocking. Alright, so right now what I'm doing, I am blocking this door with 180 grit sandpaper. As you can see, all these edges right there, and this edge right here, it's not as even as it can be. So let me show you how I'm going to be blocking it first. Then we can go and explain as to what you need to do. Alright, I got 180 grit on the sanding block. We're going to be blocking it as much as possible. Some of these are curved, like right there, so we're going to be using a round block. But all this straight area, it's straight, so let's choose a straight block. Right there guys, as you can see, it's beginning to line up with the rest of the sanding. I do have a dent right there, and this is beginning to line up also. All this area, it's rounded, so let me go ahead, get myself the round block and start blocking this area. I'm not too worried about the line, the body line right now. That's going to be taken care of with the primer. There you go. I am doing it with the round block. As you can see, there's a dent right there, and this area right here is not to par. It's not smooth enough. So I'm going to continue doing all this area right there with the round block so that I can get all this section nice and straight. Right there, as you can see, this is nicely blocked. Everything is smooth. Now we got the perfect edge right there. The only one, or the only thing I saw is this little dent right there that I'm gonna have to address. But all in all, it's nicely blocked. We're gonna continue with this section. So all you're doing is trying to make the panel as straight as possible before you can even start primering it, because we're still going to block it once we primer it, but this will be a lot easier once you block the paint, the original paint, and then with the primer it'll be a lot easier for you to block the primer. So let me continue with this portion right there. All of this is rounded. Again, I'm going to be using the round block and the flat block on this bottom part right there. Let's go. I'm going to show you this right here, guys. Prime example why you block, or why I block the paint, the original paint, is because of this. There's a lot of low spots. All of this is pretty good. There's a low spot right there and right there, but all in all, I can find my low spots. If I would have gone with the DA and just sanded with the DA, that's not going to show me anything. So this way, either I can smooth it out, or I can just keep on blocking it until it's smoothed out, or address it. There it is. All this one is gone. I still need this one right there, which is another one over here, which I had already showed you. This is probably not going to come out, so I'm going to have to address that. But now let me do this section right here, the bottom section, and continue. Now right here, guys, kind of interesting. As you can see, it has a bunch of waves down here. That is one of the main reasons I blocked the paint. It has a bunch of little waves or dips underneath all this area. And I could feel them, but I just wanted to show you. So let me just continue blocking it, getting it as perfect as possible. Once I reach to the level that I can't block anymore, and if there's still low spots, I'll just fix them. There it is. You can see it better. So let me just block everything out. Let's see where we're at, and I'll bring you back. All right, here it is. We still have a low spot here, here, and here. So I'm already reaching metal on all these areas, so there's no need for me to continue. So I'm gonna have to add or apply a real thin coat of body filler just to this area right here. I'm gonna go all the way over here, that way I can smooth everything out. Everything over here is perfectly smooth, so I still need to scratch it up. You cannot add body filler where there's the surface hasn't been scratched. So let me just sand it down with 180 grit. Sand it, scratch it up so that we can start applying a little bit of body filler. Now you might say, why are you doing the door and you were already on the side of the car? Well, I decided to primer everything first before I can start blocking. That way all I need to do is block the car, block the doors, and have it ready. Have it ready, because if I do the body of the car, block it, I'm still gonna have to do these. So might as well just finish everything up with primer, blocking it, and it's a lot easier, simpler. So that's one of the reasons that I jumped to the doors and not continue with the body. All right, there's another thing, guys. If you like my content, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up, helps a lot, guys. Share the video so that we can get more subscribers, more views, and it keeps me motivated. It'll keep me motivated to continue to make these kind of videos. It tells me that you really like them and that you're interested in what I do. All right, so don't forget, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and share the video, guys. Thank you. Also, in this video, on the comments below, tell me where you're from, and there's gonna be a giveaway. I'll show you what the giveaway is. Just all you need to do, be a subscriber, and tell me where you're from, and you'll be in the giveaway. That's it. Simple. What is it that I'm gonna be giving away? Show you in a bit. Before applying the body filler, make sure you clean the area. Right there, got myself some wax and grease remover and cleaned it up. You can also use acetone. The area needs to be completely clean before applying the body filler. Now some of you are gonna say, why are you gonna apply it on top of the paint? Doesn't matter. You can apply it on top of the paint, you can apply it on top of the bare metal. As long as it's prepared correctly, you ain't gonna have any issues. Here we go. I applied a really thin layer of body filler, extremely thin. It's just for me to smooth out the bottom. I'm gonna let it dry and then come back, start blocking all this area. Most of all the body filler is gonna be removed. It's just for me to smooth out the little imperfections that it had on the bottom, as you noticed. What I also did, it's grinded all this off to bare metal. Reason being, it has a couple of holes right there that I need to weld. This area was really bad, so I grinded it off to bare metal also. The other parts of the body, it's perfect. Everything's perfect. I gotta cover this little hole right there also. Here we go. We're blocking the body filler and I'm going in a cross pattern motion. That's the way you need to do it. Let me just finish it up, bring you back so you can see that it's not going to be a lot of body filler that's going to have down here. There it is after the final blocking. Nice, straight, can't even feel a ripple. And right there you can see that it's minimal to very, very little body filler. And it's where the areas where those little dips were, that's where the body filler stayed. There it is. Here we go. That has been fixed, and as you notice, the bottom one has been fixed. Now I did sand everything to bare metal. Reason being, this interior portion of the, I guess, paint job that they had applied was really bad. So I just want to start fresh from the bare metal. So everything has been sanded to bare metal. Now what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be applying some epoxy primer to all the bare metal surfaces. Then we're going to be adding the high build primer to everything. So let's just mix up the epoxy primer. Let me show you the epoxy primer I'm going to be applying, which is from Eurochem right there, EP21, and it does have the activator, the EPA. So let's just mix it up, put it in the gun, and apply the epoxy primer to everything that is in bare metal. We're going to be using the panel prep from Limeline, and this is to remove wax, grease, dirt, anything that's going to contaminate the primer. So let's just spray it on, wipe it off, and it should be good. This is mix 1-to-1, which is 1 part of the epoxy primer to 1 part of the activator. I already have the 1-to-1 mix. Let me add the activator. Now it's protected. I'm going to apply 2 coats. So this is the first coat. I'm going to wait about 15 minutes for it to dry a bit. Then come back, apply a second coat. That should be enough for the epoxy primer on the bare metal. Then we're going to have to wait 1 hour before I can apply the primer, the high bale primer. So let me apply the second coat. Then I'll bring you back once I'm going to start applying the primer. It's going to take a while, but that's what needs to be done. And here it is, 3 full wet coats of the primer, the high build primer, inside and out. Now we're just gonna let it dry before we can start sanding them, block sanding. But there it is. This is how to prepare your panel for primer. Beautiful. And this is going to be it, guys. This is going to be it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something. And don't forget, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber, so you can get more little tips and tricks that are going to be coming up later on these episodes. So this is a 63 door, and we're finishing it up. So let me get the other door ready, do the exact same thing. That way we can start blocking this 63 for paint. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Like always, stay safe and God bless.